I would say that I identified as a Neo Faux Conceptualist before Neo Faux Conceptualism became a thing. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Like, no other artists consider themselves part of a movement necessarily. That would be arrogant. But I would say that I was walking my dog Huxley. We were just in the park, and you know, just thinking about my work, being inspired by how the leaves are falling off the trees and so on. And I just started to think about this idea of absurdity and how powerful absurdity really can be. And then in that sense that when it becomes useful, is it no longer absurd? And that's where one of the core ideas behind being a Neo Faux Conceptualist came from, is this idea of ambisurdity, something I came up with. And it's sort of a word to identify that ambisurdity, that idea that something can be both incredibly serious but also absolutely absurd at the same time. And it really isn't one or the other. It's not playing back and forth. It sort of just is both at the same time. And you know, I know a lot of people struggle with that, but I think that's my role as an artist, is to challenge those ideas, you know, push some of these concepts to the like a new audience, you know, open up their minds, grow, help them grow. When I start working on a new piece, I almost never know where it's going. You know, it makes me think of this Lewis Carroll quote that if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. And I like to add my own little bit to that, that it's like, if you're brave enough and take a chance, you won't end up nowhere. And I take that quite seriously when I'm making my work. I almost never have a vision for what it's going to become. It's usually a motivation, something that's upset me, something that I've been thinking about, and I just get to work while thinking about that. And then after a certain amount of time, there's what people call an artwork. I don't know if you can call what I do artworks, you know, but that's what people like to say. Perverting systems, again, it's not an intentional thing that comes into play with my work. It's sort of just how I think, and it's a way of critiquing things without being quite directly confrontational. There's actually there's a few things I can talk about there. See what I mean? I said it doesn't like to be called artwork. Do I look cool?